And we are live. Okay. And the noise in the background is gone, and I have lights and sound. And so we are live. Screen share. And there we go. Good picture. We're gonna talk about a lot of different things today. We're gonna Can I not do it from here? Did I mistitle this one? This is actually supposed to be episode 5, not 4. So, well, let's just get started. There we go. Oh, no, it is episode 4. Oops. I misspoke. I thought this was the 5th episode. I thought I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Now I do. All your base belong to us. I have so much to talk about, and I don't even know where to start. I just been starting the NHL with the playoffs. Let's take a quick look at the playoff series as they stand, and then we'll get into the rest. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. There we go. And we're not qualified. Okay. So get that out of the shot. Not that everybody else doesn't use their phone for research purposes anymore. There we go. That's the word I wanted. Okay. Let me do it this way. Okay. Sorry, a little bit of technical issues. So give me 1 second, guys. Okay. So now while I try to. Okay, so Tampa Bay and the Panthers. Tampa Bay leads 2-1. Pittsburgh leads 2-1. Colorado leads 3-0. And we'll talk about these series individually in here in a little bit more, in a minute. Shit. So Montreal is up 1-0 on Toronto. The Knights lead the Wild 2-1. The Carolina leads the Predators 2-1. Boston leads Washington 3-1. Holy crap. And the Oilers Jets. Winnipeg leads the Oilers 2-0. Because this is just the scoreboard. It's not actually like. That's fine. Yep. Okay, so yeah, this is much easier to read. All right, we'll start with the Islanders Penguins. As much as I hate the Penguins, I haven't watched much of that series because it's always been on. I've been doing other things. There's a lot of stuff going on this week, so I haven't caught a lot of that series. But I did watch that wild third period last Thursday night, and that was insane. With all the interesting. I didn't realize we played 40 games already. Let me try this. Copy. And then there you go. Let's try that. Alrighty, so but that third period the other night was wild, and of course Pittsburgh won and got a late goal and won 5-4. Then Boston, which Boston lose 3-1. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. I didn't realize Game 4 was last night. That first game, Washington won in overtime. The first three games all went to overtime, and Boston won. Boston won 2 of them, and Washington won 1, and then Boston won the Game 5 last night. And then Game 5 is tomorrow night. And let's see, Game 5 for Pittsburgh. Game 4 is today at 3:00. Then we'll go to the Hurricanes Predators, which I was surprised. But you know, I figured Canes in a sweep, but Canes in 5 is fine. And then Game 4 is tomorrow at 2:30. And then so you have Tampa Bay and the Panthers, and I had Tampa in 7. I thought it was going to be a much, much closer series than it was in the first 2 games. Christ. And Game 6 or Game 3, I should say, which was 6-5, was crazy. That third period was nuts. And then Game 4 is today at 12:30, so about an hour and a half from now. Then the Avs Blues. Yeah, I just didn't see the Blues having anything for the Avs. I figured it was 4 or 5. So, and then Game 4 is tomorrow at 5:00. Then you have Knights Wild. It's 2-1. Minnesota winning game 1. Why are we? Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. And then we have Vegas 3-1, and then Vegas 5-2. And I kind of figured it'd be a seesaw battle, and I thought Minnesota would take Vegas the distance. Then we have the Maple Leafs and Canadiens, and I thought Toronto was Montreal was probably going to win the series. I took Toronto, but I thought Montreal was going to win. And then game 2 is tonight at 7 on CNBC, and then game 3 is Monday, but it's on NHL Network. One channel I don't get. And then you have Winnipeg and Toronto, Edmonton, Winnipeg and Edmonton. And that's and Winnipeg leads the series 2-0. And I had Winnipeg as my upset in round 1. And that's it. For the NHL playoffs. I did want to talk about a couple of other things that's where everything sits as it is. I just want to wish Jonathan Tavares the best and hope that he can make a quick and speedy recovery. And can get back on the ice before the end of the playoffs. It was a freak accident, and to me it was bullshit that he had to fight Foligno for that. I mean, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't dirty. It was just a hockey play, man. There we go. Haha. That's better. Anyway, and so I just think that I don't agree with that. I think it should have been. It was just an accident, and kind of a shit happens kind of deal. And for Foligno to force him to have to fight after that, I think that was a bit ridiculous. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about real quick was Nassim Kadri getting suspended, or Nassim, however you pronounce it, getting suspended for 8 games after running Justin Falk. I think was it Justin Falk? Yep, it was Justin Falk. Yeah, that was dirty. That was dirty as hell. That's one where you should have had to fight. And this whole idea of coming across the middle, you're playing the puck and you're trying to make a shot. And so you're not paying attention to what's going on around. You're focused on what's in front of you, and some dude blindsides you from the backside. That's not your fault. That's not playing with your head down. That's just trying to make a play. And some jackass fucking runs you over because he doesn't give a shit about player safety, about you, and about what you've got going on. And, it's one thing if he comes in and gets you shoulder on shoulder. But dude goes high and hits him square in the head. Principal point of contact is the head. I mean, right there. Oh, it's so sickening. Thankfully, as far as I know, Falk was okay. And Kadri's been sat down for a few. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty brutal. I don't like it. I understand that the idea of keeping your head up as you're coming across the I know they say to keep your head up, but you can't run a guy's head. And if you can't make right there, see, he doesn't even try to hit him on the shoulder. Um, do. Hokey pokey. So that's my thoughts on the playoffs so far. Lots of great games, honestly. I love NHL playoff hockey, man. I just love playoff hockey. Okay, so let me get into auto motorsports. We got Coda this weekend. Oh, I don't understand why we're out here in the rain. This is ridiculous. You can't hardly drive the car. And it's raining like a son of a bitch. And they're trying to qualify in it. 2.5, 3 minute laps. 2 minutes. Justin Haley is on the board with a 2 minute and 42-second lap. That's fucking ridiculous. It's raining. You can't hardly even drive the car. Who's in the 54 this week? I wonder if it's Kyle. Yeah, Skittles on the side. And we're done. Thank you. There's just no way we can race in the rain like this. Let's see. There is so much to talk about. Oh, third round of golf. Let's see. Mickelson's at the top of the board? Is this as in Phil Mickelson? Is this the senior tour? I tease. Kapka's third. Mickelson's at the top of the board with a 5 under. At 5 under. I'm not sure what that's an alright shot. I'm not sure if this is live. I think it is. But it doesn't say. And that's super annoying. Is that McElroy? Looks like it. I'm not sure. DeChambeau is 12th minus 1. I think that's play times. Because it looks like 2 hours and 40 minutes. He's cooking today, if that's what that is. It is McElroy. I thought so. Oof. He's 4 over. That wasn't a bad shot. Let's go ahead and preview the NBA playoffs real quick. Okay. Starting in the East, you got the 8-1 matchup, Philly and Washington. Philly in a landslide. Philly in 4. Easy win. No, Washington has, outside of Russell Westbrook, Washington just doesn't have enough for Philadelphia. And then you got the 4-5 matchup is New York and Atlanta. I like New York in 6. Milwaukee and Miami, that's a series that could go either way. Miami could get hot in the postseason going in, and they could very easily win that series. But I'll take Milwaukee in 6. Brooklyn and Boston, Brooklyn in 4. Brooklyn should absolutely just devastate Boston. And then we'll go to the East, or the West, I should say. Utah and Memphis. Utah in 5. Memphis wins game 3 when they go back to Memphis for the first time. Then the Clippers and the Mavs. Brain farted and forgot. Clippers, Mavs. I'm going to say Clippers in 7. And then you have Denver and Portland. Portland in 6. And then did Phoenix and LA, and Phoenix in 5. So that would mean Portland and Phoenix move on. And so Portland and Phoenix, Phoenix in 6. LA, the Clippers and the Jazz in 6. So Phoenix and Utah, and Phoenix in 7. So in the East, Dallas and New York, or Dallas and New York, listen to me. Philadelphia and New York. Philadelphia in 6. Milwaukee and Brooklyn. Brooklyn in 6. And then that would leave Philadelphia and Brooklyn in the conference finals, and then we go to Philly. So Philly and Phoenix are with Phoenix winning the title. Okay, so that's the NBA playoffs, and they haven't started yet, so there's no games to look at or talk about. Ooh, was that? You don't want to look at that. Errol Spence Jr. to defend titles against Manny Pacquiao. Hell yeah. Oops, wrong button. I just wanted to go back to live TV. Sweet. So Spence Jr. and why are we still racing? God damn, it's fucking raining. It's miserable. The track is absolute trash. You have to tiptoe. God, you can't. I hate when F1 races in the rain. Anyway, let me try something here. There it goes. I can't be that charging box. So anyway, the nice little scheme on the 54 there. It is Kyle Busch. Skittles gummies. Interesting. I have a bag of Skittles in here somewhere. Anyway, moving on. What else should we talk about? Should we look at the NFL schedule? Because I haven't looked at that and talked about that yet. Let's do that. I did one of these last year, and I was right. Unfortunately, I was really wrong on some things. Let me see if I can find one. This may be it. It will allow me to pick every game and pick the playoff teams and the eventual Super Bowl champion, which I actually had right. But I was thinking I was crazy. I had Tampa Bay winning it all. And it may not be ready yet. So hopefully we can do this thing. We'll look at all the if it'll load. It's being slow. There we go. This is not okay. Let's see. Oh, I bet you I can do it this way. Yep. So Buffalo. Okay, so game 1, Buffalo and Pittsburgh. I'm gonna take Buffalo. Come on. And then I got Minnesota and Cincinnati. That's a toss up. I'm gonna take the Vikings and Tampa Bay and Dallas is Tampa Bay. Come on. It's gonna be slow because of course it is. Because I'm trying to do something here. The internet wants to be entirely too slow, or my computer. Either one, both. He's flirting with the pole. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, come on. This is why we can't race in the rain. Absolutely no fucking traction, and he goes off in the fucking track. Fucking cautions back out. Alright, now. There we go. I'm going to take Tampa. And then Cleveland and Kansas City. I'm going to take Kansas City. And then Seattle and Indy. Philadelphia and Atlanta, I'll take Philly. Miami and New England, I'm like New England. LAC and Washington, I like LAC. San Francisco and Detroit, I like San Francisco. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Okie dokie dokie dokie. And I believe this is all of week 1. Okay, and then we have Houston and Jacksonville. I like Houston. Denver and the G-Men. I like G-Men. Chicago and the Rams. Give me the Rams. Baltimore and Las Vegas. I like the Ravens. Maybe. Maybe I'm not clicking on the right area. No, it's still not loading. It's being slow. It's stupid. I don't understand why it's not doing what I wanted to do. There we go. It did, sort of, yeah. So I got Baltimore, the Jets, the Packers, and Tennessee as your week 1 winners. A lot of home winners. A lot of home winners in the AFC. You got a AFC versus NFC. You got a mix. You got a away home mix there, and then in the NFC you've got home, 2 road winners, a home winner, and a road winner. So now, hopefully this doesn't ruin it. I can just go to the next week. Yep, week 2. Okay, so week 2, you have stupid ads. Close. Get out of the way. Okay. Houston and Cleveland. Cleveland gets off to Schneid with a win. Chicago and Cincinnati. I'm gonna Chicago. And you got New York and Washington. I'm gonna go with the G-Men. Buffalo and Miami. Buffalo. Dallas and the Chargers. I'm gonna go Dallas. Atlanta, Tampa Bay. Denver and Jacksonville. Jacksonville gets his first win. Trevor Lawrence gets his first win. There's a touchdown pass to Tim Tebow. Indy and LA is Indy. Justin Herbert. I like him. I think he's got a tremendous upside, but I'm going to go with Indy early in the season. Minnesota, Arizona. Go Minnesota. No, actually, give me Arizona. Sorry. New York and the Giants and the Patriots. Give me the Giants. No, they're going to split, but they're going to split the road games. Tennessee and Seattle. Give me Seattle. Philly and San Francisco. Give me the Eagles. Baltimore and KC. Give me the Chiefs. New Orleans and Carolina. Meeny, Mighty Mo catch a tiger by its toe. It always let it go. Carolina it is. And then Pittsburgh and the Raiders. Give me Pittsburgh. Baltimore, Green Bay and Detroit is a Monday night game. Give me Green Bay. And then we're on to week 3. Okay, so it looks like it's finally stopped raining some. Okay, so we're on to week 3 now. Actually, let me go back to the previous week real quick. So we had the AFC, Cleveland, Buffalo, Jacksonville. So we had home, away, home, away, home. AFC, NFC, we had home, away, home. And then we had away, and then 2, 4, 5 straight home winners. So now let's go to week 3. Week 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. The Denver versus New York. The Jets. I'm gonna say Denver. Carolina and Houston, Buffalo and San Francisco, Buffalo, Green Bay and San Francisco. Shit. Chargers and Chiefs, go Chiefs. Washington, Buffalo, go Buffalo. Atlanta and New York, go New York. Miami and Las Vegas, go Miami. Chicago and Cleveland, Tampa Bay and LA, Tampa Bay. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, Arizona and Jacksonville, give me Arizona. Seattle and Minnesota, give me Seattle. Indy and Tennessee, give me Tennessee as the home team. Then Baltimore, Detroit, give me Baltimore. Philly and Dallas, give me Philly. New England and New Orleans, give me New England. So this is how this shakes out. So you have 4 winners in the AFC and 1 road. You have 3 home winners, 2 road winners, and then a home winner. So 4 home winners in the AFC, NFC. Then in the NFC, you have a road winner, a home winner, and then 3 consecutive road winners. And that's week 3. So no, Jesus, Detroit's 3-0, 0-3. So going into week 4, you have Pittsburgh at 2-1, leading the AFC North. Green Bay at 3-0, leading the NFC North. Tennessee leads the South at 2-1. No, over Indy. Tampa Bay leads the South at 3-0. Buffalo leads the East at 3-0. Philly leads the East at 3-0. New England is also 3-0. Cincinnati leads the West at 3-0. And Seattle is 2-1 and leads the West. And your undefeated teams going into week 3 are Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Philadelphia, Buffalo, Kansas City, and I think and New England. Your defeated teams are the Raiders, Cincinnati, and Detroit, Atlanta, and New Orleans. Wow, New Orleans fell off a cliff, didn't they? All right, let's get back into it, and make sure that nobody's sitting in the green room waiting for me to pick them up. I'm still on my own. So, Cincinnati gets off the schneid this week. Kansas City and Philadelphia, give me KC. San Francisco and Seattle, give me Seattle. Houston, Buffalo, give me Buffalo. Pittsburgh, Green Bay, give me Pittsburgh. Detroit, Chicago, give me Detroit. I think Detroit gets a win. It's the first win of the year. Denver and Baltimore, give me Baltimore. Tampa Bay, New England, give me Tampa Bay. Carolina and Dallas, give me Dallas. Miami, give me Indy. Cleveland and Dallas. Cleveland and Minnesota, give me Minnesota. I think Minnesota gets a win there. It's week 4. I just think that Minnesota, eventually you're going to have some upset winners and some surprise winners. Give me Minnesota. Give me Indy. Give me Washington over Atlanta. Give me the Jets over the Titans. Again, why is it such a... Oh, I can do a push. Okay, I don't know why it's saying it's a 2:00 p.m. start because it should be a 1:00, unless they're gonna move everything back an hour. Arizona and LA. Okay, it's wrong. The LA, the Rams. Then you have the Raiders and the Chargers. I like the Raiders in that one. The Giants and New Orleans. Give me Nala. So this is what you have here. You have Cincinnati, 2 home winners, 2 road winners, a home winner, and a road winner. So an even split. 3 in the AFC, NFC. You have 3 road winners and 1 home winner. And then in the NFC, you have 2 road winners, a home winner, a road winner, and 2 home winners. And it looks like we're on to week 5. So far, no bye weeks that I've seen. Unless I missed it. Okay, Cleveland and the Chargers. I go Cleveland. Green Bay and Cincinnati, give me the Packers. LA and Seattle, give me LA for the first time to win. Buffalo and Kansas City, I'll take KC. Miami and Tampa, give me Tampa. San Francisco and Arizona, give me the Niners. Tennessee and Jacksonville, Tennessee. New York and Atlanta, New York. Green Bay and Dallas, give me the Cowboys. The Green Bay. I'm sorry, that's the Giants. The Giants and the Cowboys. Denver and Dallas. Denver and Pittsburgh. Holy Jesus. Give me Pittsburgh. Chicago and LA. Give me they're Vegas, I'm sorry. Give me the Monsters of the Midway. New Orleans and Washington. Is Washington. Actually, I think Washington's going to win that one. Surprise a lot of people. Win that game. New England and Houston is New England. Philadelphia and Carolina is Philly. Baltimore and Indy is Baltimore. Detroit and Minnesota is Detroit. Oh, wait. I forgot. Herpty-derp. Sorry about that. So we had Cleveland. We had home, road, home, road, home, road, home. And then you have road. That was the AFC. Now the AFC NFC is road, home, and then 2 roads. Then you had the NFC. The NFC is 2 roads, 2 homes, 2 roads. And then so now we're into week 6. And then you've got Denver over Vegas, Cleveland over Arizona, Tampa Bay over Philly, Indy over Houston, Kansas City over Minnesota, Wisconsin, Washington, Green Bay over Chicago, Miami over Jacksonville, Detroit over Cincinnati, LA over New York, Baltimore over the Chargers, New England over Dallas, Minnesota over Carolina, Tennessee over Buffalo, and then Seattle over Pittsburgh. No, actually, give me Pittsburgh. The West Coast coming to the East Coast. I forgot about that. Alright, so shape like a metal car. There's my drink. And then we have teams on the bye. So the Niners, the Falcons, Jets, and Saints are all on the bye this week. And that's week 6. And so after 6 weeks, the AFC is Pittsburgh 1. Pittsburgh leads 5-1. Green Bay is 5-1 and leads the NFC. NFC. I believe that's the North. Yes. And then the South is Tennessee and Tampa. Tennessee is 4-2, and Tampa Bay is 6-0. New England is 5-1. Who did I have? Who did New England lose to? I don't know. We'll look at that in a minute. Philly leads East 4-2. Kansas City is 6-0 and leads the West. LA is 4-2 and leads the West. And that's it. And those Kansas City and Tampa Bay are your only undefeated teams. And your defeated teams is Atlanta. And that's it. Atlanta is your only winless team at this point in week 6. Will Atlanta find a way to get off the schneid next week? We'll have to wait and see. No. So you have Cleveland and Denver. Give me Cleveland. San Francisco and Indy. Give me Indy. Chicago and Tampa Bay. Give me Tampa Bay. New England and the Jets. Give me the Jets. Because I had it the other. Yeah. Because I have the Jets. I have the New England going into New York and winning, and the Jets. Okay. Anyway, I think both road teams win that game. Win that series this year. In that series, Houston and Arizona. Give me the Cards. Carolina and New York. Give me the G-Men. Baltimore over Cincinnati. Miami over the Birds. Green Bay over Washington. Tennessee over Kansas City. No, not gonna happen. In case even though it's a road game, I just don't see it. Oh. Jesus. And then Philly over the Raiders. The Rams over the Lions, and Jared Goff's return to LA. And New Orleans over Seattle over New Orleans. So that gives you which I may have forgot to do the last time, motherfucker. $77 miles an hour and time of 1:57. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we have a home winner, road winner. That was the AFC. The NFC is road, home, road. And then the NFC is five home winners. No road team goes and gets a win that week in week 7. Now we're off to week 8. Miss Boomba. Okay, so we got Indy and New York. I'm gonna give me Indy. Green Bay and Kansas City. I'm going to take Kansas City. Arizona and San Francisco. Give me the 49ers. Cincinnati and Cleveland. Give me Cleveland. Denver and Dallas. Give me Dallas. New Orleans and Atlanta. Give me New Orleans. Miami and Houston. Miami. LA and Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Buffalo and Jacksonville. Give me Buffalo. LA and the Raiders and the Giants. Give me the Giants. New England, Carolina. Give me New England. Tennessee and LA. Give me the Titans. And let's let your Trites on the bye. Or don't, whatever. Oh. More games down here. Minnesota, give me Baltimore. And give me Pittsburgh. And Detroit, Tampa Bay, Washington, Detroit, and Seattle are all on the bye. And now we're off to week 10. Actually, I messed up again. So this was you had home, road, and then the AFC, NFC had a lot of AFC and NFC games. So 4 straight home winners, 2 road winners, and then 2 more home winners, and then both home teams won the AFC NFC games this week. I don't know why I can't speak this morning. Okay, now we're back to normal. Baltimore over Miami, Philly over Denver, Carolina over Arizona, Indy over Jacksonville, Minnesota over the Chargers, Dallas over Atlanta, Buffalo over New York, the Jets, Pittsburgh over Detroit, Tampa Bay over Washington, New England over Cleveland, Tennessee over New Orleans, Green Bay over Seattle, Kansas City over Vegas, and then San Francisco over LA. And then the Bears, the Bengals, the Giants, and the Texans are all on the bye. San Francisco and Kansas City, come on, click on it. Shit. We're gonna look at the standings in week 10. Okay, so and scroll back up. Come on. This would be so much easier if I wasn't colorblind. My computer wasn't slow as shit. I said on. Dildo. Okay, so you had a road, home, in the AFC. Then you had 2 home winners, 2 road winners, 2 home winners in the AFC, NFC. Road, and then 2 home winners. And so after week 10, your standings look like this. Baltimore is 8-1 and leads the AFC North. Green Bay is 7-2 and leads the NFC North. Indy is 7-2 and leads the South. Tampa Bay is 8-0 and leads the South. New England is 7-2 and leads the East. Philadelphia is 7-2 and leads the East. Kansas City is 9-0 and leads the West. And LA is 5-4 and leads the West. And Atlanta is still the only defeated team at 0-8. Let's see next. Buffalo and Indy, give me Buffalo. New England and Atlanta, give me New England. Philadelphia and New Orleans, give me Philly. Pittsburgh and LA, give me Pittsburgh. Cleveland, Buffalo and Chicago, give me Buffalo. Baltimore and Chicago, give me Baltimore. Washington and Carolina, give me Carolina. Miami over the Jets. Detroit over Cleveland. Arizona over Seattle. Nope, Seattle. Cincinnati over the Raiders. Dallas over Kansas City. Minnesota and Green Bay, give me Minnesota. Jets, Titans over Texans. San Francisco over the Jags. Actually, I'm gonna give me the Jags. I think the Jags pull an upset win there. Tampa Bay over the G-Men. Okay, and then it looks like you have AFC is a home, 3 roads and a home. AFC NFC is 3 roads and 2 home. NFC is 3 road, 3 home, a road and a home. And your bye teams were the Broncos and the Rams. Jesus, the Tampa Bay's only played 1 division game so far. Okie dokie. So you got Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Give me Pittsburgh. Dallas and Las Vegas. Give me the Raiders as the upset. Give me Detroit over Chicago. Give me Denver over LA. Buffalo over New Orleans. San Francisco over Minnesota. New England over Tennessee. Tampa Bay over Indy. Philadelphia over New York. Cleveland over Baltimore. Yes, another upset. Yeah, I see it. We're starting to get late in the year. Then you've got Miami over Carolina. Green Bay over LA. New York over Houston. That's the Jets. Jacksonville over Atlanta. Because fuck you, Atlanta. You don't deserve anything nice. And then Seattle over Washington. And your bye teams this week were the Cardinals and the Chiefs. And you've got Pittsburgh. You got a road winner, 2 home winners, 2 road winners. 3 road winners, 2 home winners. That's the AFC, NFC. And the NFC is Detroit, San Francisco as home winners. Philadelphia and Green Bay. And Seattle split, and it's 2 road and 1 home. And we're on to the next one. And we're going to wrap this up here after I get done with this. Because screw this shit. So you have Baltimore and Cleveland. Give me Baltimore. Kansas City and the Raiders. Give me Kansas City. Tennessee over Jacksonville. Pittsburgh over Minnesota. San Francisco over Cincinnati. Detroit over Green Bay. Or Detroit over Denver. Tampa over Buffalo. LA over the Chargers over the G-Men. And New Orleans over the Jets. Dallas over Washington, Green Bay over Chicago, Carolina over Atlanta, and LA over the Cardinals. Come on. Come on. Or don't, whatever. See if I care. There we go. And then Seattle over Houston. And your bye teams in week 14 are the Colts, Dolphins, Eagles, and Patriots. And the standings look as this. Pittsburgh is 10-1 and leads the North. Green Bay is 10-2 and leads the North. Tennessee is 8-4 and leads the South. Tampa Bay is 11-0 and leads the South. New England and at 9-2. A bit of a surprise there. But you got a lot of division games left for a lot of these teams. Kansas City is 11-0 and leads the West, and Seattle is 7-4 and now they lead the West. The Rams have slipped, and your only defeated team remains the 0-11 Atlanta Falcons, because fuck Atlanta, you don't deserve anything nice. Next. Anyway, Kansas City and LA. Give me the Chiefs. Buffalo over Carolina. San Francisco over Atlanta. Denver over Cincinnati. Baltimore over Green Bay. Tampa Bay over New Orleans. Cleveland over LA. Philadelphia over Washington. New England over Indy. The Giants over the Cowboys. Miami over the Dolphins. Miami over the Jets, not the Dolphins. And then Detroit over Arizona. Maybe. Detroit over Arizona. Jacksonville over Houston. Seattle over LA. Pittsburgh over Tennessee. Chicago over Minnesota. So that was road, home, road, 3 home. 2 home games. Then you had 5 straight home winners and a road winner and then a home winner. And your buys were nobody. So then you have Baltimore over Cincinnati. Tennessee over San Francisco. Dallas over Washington. KC over Pittsburgh. Indy over Arizona. The Jets over the Jags. Cleveland over Green Bay. Detroit over Atlanta. New England over Buffalo. Miami over New Orleans. Tampa Bay over Carolina. Denver over LA. LV. The Raiders. That's going to take some time. That's going to take some getting used to. I see LV and I automatically think LA. Chicago over Seattle in a bit of an upset. In a game that the Niners or that the Seahawks need to put the division away pretty much. They lose. Chargers and Minnesota over LA. No buys this week. And after 16 weeks, Baltimore leads the AFC at 12. AFC North at 12-2. Green Bay leads the NFC North at 10-4, but Detroit is closing in at 8-5. And they're only a game back. If they can win out, they're only a game back in the division. Tampa Bay leads the South at 11-0, and Tennessee leads the South at 9-5. New England is 11-2 and leads the East, and Philly is 11-2 and leads the East. Kansas City is 11-0 or 13-0 and leads the West, and Seattle is 8-5 and leads the West. And the lowly Atlanta Cardinals are still 0-13. Okay, so then you have Kansas City over Cincinnati, San Francisco over Houston, New York over Chicago, LA over the Chargers over the Broncos, Buffalo over Atlanta, Dallas over Arizona, Indy over the Raiders, Tampa Bay over the Jets, Philly over Washington, New York over the Jags, Baltimore over the Rams, Green Bay over Minnesota, Tennessee over Miami, New Orleans over Carolina, Pittsburgh over Cleveland, and Seattle over Detroit. No buys, and we're on to week 18, which I believe is the final week of the year. So, Buffalo over the Jets, Tampa Bay over Carolina. Oh, no, we got 2 more weeks. Denver, KC over Denver. Seattle over Arizona. Cleveland over Cincinnati. Dallas over Philly. New England over Miami. Atlanta over New Orleans over Atlanta. Indy over the Jacksonville. Come on. New York over Washington. Raiders over Chargers. Detroit over Green Bay. Baltimore over Philly. Pittsburgh, whoever. The Niners beat the Rams. It's Houston. And Minnesota, Chicago. So after 18 weeks, the divisions look like this. The North AFC North is Baltimore and Green Bay, and then NFC. The South is Tennessee and Tampa, 11-5 and 15-0 respectively. The East is New England at 13-2 and Tampa and Philly at 12-3. Kansas City is 15-0. That's a bad division this year. Ooh. And then San Francisco leads San Francisco by a game in the win column in the West. What happened? They only have 15 games. There should be 17. Unless this is 2020. No, this is 21-22. And it's already got me onto the playoffs. Okay, well, I guess that's only 15 games. There should be 17 games. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, I'm confused. There should still be 2 more games to play. Unless I missed a week or something. I might have missed 2 weeks. Okay, yep, those are all bubbled in. And those are all bubbled in. And those are all bubbled in. Let me unbubble one real quick and see if it'll let me go to the next week. It will. Okay. So let me go back and bubble that back in. And then go here. And then go here. And then there. Okay. I did miss 2 weeks. Ha! At least one. Let me go Buffalo over Miami, Denver over Washington, Green Bay over Arizona, Pittsburgh over Cleveland, Seattle over Jacksonville, San Francisco over Chicago, New England over the Chargers, LA over Houston, Carolina over Atlanta, Indy over Tennessee, Kansas City over New York, Philadelphia over Detroit, Jets over Bengals, and Minnesota over Dallas, just because, why not? Come on. Or don't, whatever. See if I can. So if you didn't want to if you wanted to do whatever, you can totally skip a week and it's fine and it doesn't yell at you. That's something they might want to fix. So that was in the AFC you had one home winner, two road winners, two home winners. In the AFC versus NFC you had two home winners, a road winner, and a home winner. Then you had five road winners and a home winner. Hell, let's give Dallas that win and make it a clean sweep. Then week 9 is done. Week 10, week 11, week 12, week 13, and I missed week 13 somehow. I don't know. Must have double tapped week 7. Okay, so now you have Cincinnati over LA, Miami over New York, Dallas over New Orleans, Kansas City over Denver, Philadelphia over New York, Arizona over Chicago, Pittsburgh over Baltimore, Raiders, football team in Washington, Tampa Bay over Atlanta, Indy over Houston, the Jags over the Rams, Detroit over Minnesota, New England over Buffalo, and Seattle over Arizona. And your final division standings are actually correct now. Pittsburgh is 14-3, and this makes a whole hell of a lot more sense now. Okay, 14 and Baltimore and Pittsburgh both finished 14-3, and Baltimore wins the division by having beaten Pittsburgh wins the division by having beaten Baltimore. Green Bay is 5-12, 12-5, 5-12, 5-12, and won the division. No, 12-5 and won the division. Over Detroit, who was 10-7. Your South was Indy at 12-5, and Tampa Bay was 17-0, and the NFC East was New England 15-2, Philadelphia 14-3, Kansas City is 17-0 and won the West, and Seattle is 23, just overthrow the corner like a fuckface. Seattle is 12-5 and won the West, and the lowly Atlanta Falcons, the first team in history to go 0-17, because fuck Atlanta, you don't deserve anything nice. Now let's see if we can skip back forward to the playoffs, and that makes sense. I really don't think that changed anything, honestly, but I was looking at it trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Oh, alrighty then. Now we are on to Wild Card Weekend. And Indy and Baltimore take Baltimore. Seattle over Dallas. Buffalo over Pittsburgh. There's a couple of upsets, some road winners here. Green Bay over Green Bay over San Francisco. New England over Tennessee. And Philly over Detroit. We go to the next week. And then New England over Baltimore. And Kansas City over Buffalo. And then Green Bay over Philly. And Tampa Bay over Seattle. And now we're on to the New England over Kansas City. And Tampa Bay over Green Bay again. Conference championship game. And now we're on to the Super Bowl itself. Tampa Bay and Minnesota. New England. Give me Tampa Bay, your Super Bowl champions 2020. 2021, mark it down. Or don't. Apparently. There it goes. Tampa Bay becomes the first team to go 20-0. Alrighty then. Well, that was fun. And this is saved for posterity, so. But I'm getting ready to hop off here. I'm gonna go see if I can find something, scrounge up something to eat, and we'll talk to y'all next week, hopefully. Apparently, I'm not allowed to log off for today because my computer is being a crackhead. You never said you wanted music. I asked. Wait on it. All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day. Now that I can actually in the show, we're gonna call it a night.